Disclaimer. I don't own, nor do I claim to own, Vrchat. It would be cool if I owned it, but I know jack about programming, so it might be a good thing that I don't. This video is for entertainment purposes only because I still have not figured out how to put monetization on my videos. But then again, I can only do stuff from my phone, because I barely have access to a computer. I, just played Vrchat for the very first time yesterday. So anyway, let's start with the video. Vrchat. It was certainly an experience. I'm just gonna start with that. I could definitely tell it was going to be wonderful after the first thing anyone ever said to me after I was like, "Hey, is my mic working? Can anyone hear me okay? I can't really test my mic on my headset or anything, so can everyone hear me okay?" And the first thing that someone said to me was, "Yeah, we can hear you, it's just that no one wants to talk to you because you're a girl." So, that might have set me off a little bit. Vrchat is something you need to experience yourself. While it can be pretty bad, if you go to the right server, you can find some pretty nice people. And other things, like a dude that was playing as an ant. Or this other dude that was playing as a giant blobfish that had, you know those British accents? Where it sounds like he's depressed, but that's just tone of voice, and that's his normal tone of voice. Like, a tone you would use to be sarcastic, but it's just his voice. Yeah, there was a dude like that. I also tried going to the Undagunda Knuckles area. That was a can of worms! If I ever opened one. I left immediately. Went to an anime cafe place and got to change my skin into, this cute little robot, which I played for the rest of the thing, because all the other ones were either anime lolis or chibi anime girls with big titties, which I'm just gonna stick with the nice, cute robot that doesn't really have any offensive things. Thank you very much. I like the cute robot. Most of my time, the first, few minutes, was just, exploring worlds that I've heard of. Like the Majora's Mask Clock Town that Bo Gallery mentioned in one of her streams. Check out Bo Gallery, by the way. She's cool. It was pretty awesome, and I found the secrets she was talking about. But it was kind of lonely because I was the only one there on the server. So, but I was also, extremely small because I was the chibi Mo robot. And I was I just, had a random fangirl moment, this is probably how Dooku Link saw everything, because he was tiny, too. So I was just whoa, that is cool. So, there's that. I also checked out their recreation of Times Square. Once again, no one else was there. So, but it was pretty cool to explore nonetheless. You just gotta, I've messed around with 3D models before, and you do one itsy bitsy tiny little thing wrong, and the entire thing is just boom, screw you. Now everything was gonna glitch and look horrible. So it was pretty impressive to look at. It's a place that huge, and it's just, completely there. Nothing horrible is happening. It's lovely. Speaking of glitches and other things, and modeling, that reminds me of the one really good experience I had while playing Vrchat. So, I went to the pug place, it's this bar kind of place. It's, one of the most popular servers. I don't know, it's just the pug something. It has something to do with pugs. And anyway, I went to the Roost area, and I was chatting with these two dudes, which they were really cool, by the way, but I'm not going to mention them by real username. I'm just going to call them A and B. One, because I didn't write down their usernames, and two, that'd be kind of creepy if I wrote down their usernames. So I was talking with these two dudes, A and B, and A's talking to me, And he's like, so this is like your first time in Vrchat, because I had mentioned it before. And I was like, yeah. And he was like, we eventually got talking about like 3D modeling and stuff. And apparently he has VR, so he was working on like making his model, like his hands and his mouth move pretty good. And he's currently working on this one. He hasn't gotten the mouth to move or the hair to like be bouncy yet. Have those bouncy physics, but it looks pretty good so far, and it's not glitching horribly through the wall, so, which I can't really do anything without something horribly glitching through the wall, so I'd say he's pretty good at what he does. And B comes in later, and then it turns out that A is from North Carolina and B is from South Carolina, and they're like chatting about like maybe eventually meeting up, because they seem to like, because the other one was playing as a bloody yandere HN, which was also fully articulated. He didn't make that one himself, but he made this other one by himself, and a few ones that he showed us, which were really cool. He's also talking about like how he made like these dragon eggs, and how like this company Mancom were doing like this egg incubator toy thing, and they wanted to buy some, and we were like, what? And he was telling us about like how he thought it was a joke at first, but no, it was like the legit Mancom, and they wanted 300 of them. He's just like, whoa. And he apparently does cosplays and stuff, which is really impressive, because that stuff takes time. Which is kind of sad in comparison to what I've done. The only thing I've done is, like, make a Shy Guy mask out of foam and felt and fabric. And used a jacket I had that, like, covers my entire face and stuff, and used a belt. And went as a pink Shy Guy to a Comic-Con I went to, which was my first con. I went with my dad. It was pretty cool. What I did most of the time was just take pictures of cosplayers, though. And there was this one artist that was really rude to me. But anyway, and I got to meet Stan Saki. That was pretty cool. Anyway, I'm getting off track. So Vrchat can be most of the time, but if you check hard enough, you'll find people that you'll really enjoy talking with. Like, they were my second to last place that I went to before I had to get off, because it was a school night. I actually need to sleep, but it was pretty cool. It was nice talking to people who had similar interests. I also found out another thing. Apparently people act weird when they find out you're a girl. Like, people can tell from my voice, because I'm a soprano. Like, there's no way to get me to go any lower unless you get a voice changer. But I don't know how to do that, so I just go with my default voice. The nice high-pitched chipmunk. Yay! Sound like freaking Lily Pichu. Or, like, why can't I remember her name off the top of my head? Wolfie Chew. Yeah, Wolfie Chew. Anyway, like, there was this one dude who was a chibi purple Link. And he was, like, girl gamer, and this, like, trying to flirt with me, and I'm just like, no, please stop. I just want to talk. Like, no. I'm not really into dating. I don't plan on getting in a relationship anytime soon. Or ever. So, And the Vrchat for me was a pleasant experience. I can say that at least. It has its weirdness and memes and Undergunda Knuckles. But overall it was pretty okay. Would I recommend this to someone else? Probably someone with a high idiot tolerance, which I naturally have because I have 3 brothers and a sister, which they will remain unnamed to protect my rights and their rights, and so if I eventually get popular enough, I don't have a creepy stalker trying to ask my brothers what my shoe size is. 'Cause, you know, that might happen. But then again, I only have like 7 subscribers, and no one's really gonna ever watch this video, probably, unless I share it somewhere, so. But I'm extremely awkward about sharing my stuff, because I'm like, I just look back at it, and I'm just like, Oh, this is horrible. Anyway, Vrchat if you have a high idiot tolerance. It can be pretty fun. Just if you're a female, avoid like large groups of like just go with small groups at first, but then if they move to a bigger group, then go with them. Because at least you know some people then that'll attempt to defend you if like you have a guy going after you. Because that can be kind of weird and awkward, and you're just trying to like play a game and chat with people. I'm socially awkward enough already, buddy. I don't need you flirting with me. Okay? Okay. Anyway, Anonymous Fandom Girl, signing off.